Hi everyone, I'm Charu, a yoga teacher from Canada, and we're in conversations with VivekBGaur from Rishikesh, India, who's also a yoga master and more. And we welcome everybody joining us on this conversation today. Welcome everyone. Namaste and namaste VivekBGaur. So we know that we were in conversations for the last few times on our series of meditation. We've been doing the, why meditation, what is it? And today I thought would be interesting to talk about what kind of meditation, what style, what practice should one do if they're experiencing low energy, sadness, depression a little bit, because it's been a tough world that we've been living in, as we all know, for the last few years. We've had to deal with COVID. We've had to deal with losses of our family members, friends. We've had to deal with loss of jobs. We're dealing with inflammation for sure, and inflation is what I was going to say. So, some people are still maybe even having COVID, so they have long COVID. They've had to also deal with maybe, just overall, just their mental health, not feeling like it could be as good as it has been in the past. So there's a little bit of a lower vibe, lower energy I find going on amongst people, and they're really trying. They're trying hard to keep, their energy levels up and keep that alive. So I think a good question would be today to talk about what kind of style of meditation can one do, excuse me, if they're experiencing all these things to give them that energy boost that they need.
Yes, so very relevant question of today's time, I would say, because people may be feeling depression before also, now also, but in last 2 years, because of the situation around the world and in every place, in every country, no country, was not having this kind of problem. So this is very good topic, and the life start from this kind of problems for some people, and for some people they leave hope because of this kind of problem. You see, so the people think what is the solution of any kind of problems, that you end your life. You end your life and all problems are finished. So if you are going to live, if you want to live, then you have to fight. You see, and in fighting, sometimes we don't get some expected results, or problems or worries, and some people who are little bit feeling themselves weak, they get depressed. But what we need to know is that what is the possible cause of depression. Today they can say there may be many causes, but what I understand is that to believe on the people to whom you think they are your own people, to rely on them, to whomsoever, either it is your mother, father, friends, daughter, sister, to whom you believe that they are your people, they are the cause of depression. Because if your own person does not understand you, then who will understand you? Suppose I do not know you and you have a problem with me, but you don't think that this is a person related to me, then you may get disturbed because of me, but you will not get depressed. But if your own father, your own mother, your own brother, your own sister, your own very good friend, daughter, son, if they will not understand, if the people to whom you think they belong to you, they will not understand you, then people get depressed. This is what I have seen in so many years, that what is the possible cause of depression. Then how to come out of it? If you see as per science that depression is a negative emotion, or this emotions is governing through our which brain? Right brain. The right brain is our emotional brain. So what happens if you see any people, who is depressed, what you try to say to them? What you try to say to these people? You try to give them logics.
Yes.
Okay, it happens, it will finish, don't worry, it happened with this person also, that person also with me, whatever. Do you try to give them logics? But they don't take any logic. They don't understand any logic. Because their left brain is not working so much as the right brain. So, first of all, if this person want to come out of depression, this is one condition. If they don't want to come out, they don't want to do any effort, we cannot do, because this is not a pill that we will give a medicine or a pill and they will be out of it. They have to make their own effort. So the effort from the person who is in this condition should also be there. Then only we can help. So as you know, there are breathing exercises. So if you make the breathing exercise by which your left brain becomes stronger, which means the sun breathing, closing left, inhaling by right. When you inhale right, it goes to left brain. So then the left brain start becoming more and more active. And when left brain become active, then slowly this person start understanding the logics. This person start understanding the logics and start working and doing things whatever she want to do. Till they will not understand logic, they will not be able to come out of it. You keep giving any medicine, you keep giving any advice. So it is pure science. Just make their left brain active. When it is more active than right, then they will be out of depression. And then they must do something to balance both of the brain. I am not saying that our left brain should be more active than the right brain. But at this particular time, when we need to address this, then this brain, we need to work little bit more on it, and then it is balanced. When it is balanced, then person live happily, healthily, peacefully, and whatever they need, they can achieve when your mind is balanced, brain is balanced, body is balanced.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I know from my breathing coaching that we learn a lot about, like, yoga breathing, being particularly focusing on the left side, the left nostril, where this is the parasympathetic nervous system. And it's all yoga breathing is based on, working in the state of parasympathetic nervous system. So that kicks in, and your daily activities throughout the day, you're operating from that state rather than the sympathetic, which is the right side, which is the more like stress, and the left side is more the relaxed state, cool, calm, collected. So that makes sense. So do you feel then, Vivekji, that what you're saying then is that if people are experiencing low energy or any sort of depression, that they can do some breath work as a style of meditation? Because I believe that breathing is like meditative. It has the similar effects of what meditation does for your energy and your feeling and body.
Yes, you see, this breathing they can do, which is called sun breathing. Sun piercing breathing, Surya Bhedi pranayama. This they can do 5-minute to 10-minute time with intervals, by learning with the proper teacher and by having good knowledge about it, what it does, when to do, when not to do, and all these things. So they need to learned properly. And after, they can also do some kind of energizing meditation techniques. They can practice not that, because meditations techniques are many types. There are so many types of meditation techniques. Sometimes we need the meditation technique to practice which is energizing you. Sometimes they are energizing you, sometimes they making you slow down or relax or something like this. So you need to tell them to do certain kind of specific practices which is energizing them.
Yeah, like you can say active meditation.
Active
right?
meditation or dynamic meditation techniques.
Right.
Here we are not in the condition that we can show these things, but they can learn. We can tell them that there are some techniques. So many people think that meditation practices are only done when you are closing eyes and just to do something. Yes, that is one technique, but there are many techniques where you can be active and still meditating.
Yes.
So these kind of meditation technique also help to person to come out, because then they start feeling energized.
Right.
Sun breathing also energize them, and dynamic meditational practice also energize them.
Right. And I think one last thing I'd like to add, and then maybe we can open up to everybody that's here for their questions and comments. I think that what you said was important, that there are different styles and practices of meditation that one can do depending on what they're experiencing in that period of their life. Because if they are in a state of low energy or depression, you wouldn't want them to do a very silent type of meditation, which might take them deeper into their depression, rather a more active style. So the activity is the energy booster. Right.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well, I think what we can do now is we can open up the floor to you guys if you have comments and questions on this topic. And whoever wants to speak, I think you can raise your hand or you can just unmute yourself and just share what you'd like to share.
And I also request if we can see the beautiful faces here. Some people are shy, or they may be thinking, oh, we are not in a camera friendly situation or this. Don't care for this. We are not depressed. We are energized people.
Yeah, and also right. Oh, there
yes,
we go.
Namaste, Sadbhavana ji. Namaste ji. Namaste, Kapil ji, Madhvanti ji, Riya ji.
Namaste, Vivek ji.
Lita ji, Vinay ji. And how are you, Lita? Nirav, Mr. Nirav. Sylvain and Liti.
Hello, Vivek. Hello, everybody. Good morning for me. I think it's night for you guys.
Yes, for you.
I'm here listening to everything. So interesting.
Yes. Very nice to see you.
Even if some of you are in your car, I know that some of you might be driving and you're on the road or you're parked somewhere. No problem. You can still turn your camera on. We don't mind. It's okay.
Yes.
There we go. We got a car. I knew
I'm actually driving. Yeah, I'm actually driving. That's why I had the camera off.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm listening to everything.
Okay. Very good.
So does anybody have any questions or comments or thoughts? Anything that's coming in anybody's mind about?
Because Nesha is here. She is also, therapist. If she want to. Yes, Lita, you were saying something.
Yes, I have a question. What do you suggest as active or dynamic meditation for people with depression?
Yes.
What could it be a dynamic? Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So you see, there is one particular meditation practice they can do, which is with fast breathing, fast in and out, fast breathe in, fast breathe out, fast breathe in, fast breathe out. Or they can also do it that inhaling by nose, exhaling by mouth, which we call alpha breathing. but there are certain restrictions that who should not do. So we have to learn it correctly. Okay. Fast breathing, like this.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's a great question. That's a great question, is which kind of, what would be what if we had to share today so people could get started on their own. Eventually maybe we'll have something where we will be offering a service of some of these practices, but today it's more conversation. Anybody else? Anybody want to share, and maybe any experiences that you've been sharing, any experience that you'd like to share, that what life's been for you in the last year or so? Okay, well, good. All right. Well, I think that's fine. Sometimes, just listening and observing is what it's about. And I think then if there's no other further questions or comments for today, we can wrap this up, and just keep in mind that there is a solution. So if you're experiencing any low energy or sadness or not hopeful, there are practices for you to do that will help, but they obviously have to be practiced regularly, and we can talk more about that in our series next time. So we'll wrap up.
Some people are asking in chat.
Oh, they're asking in the chat. Let's see.
One question is, can I ask a question or another matter? Yes, we can. We have 5 minutes to go. Any herbs for depression? Yes, herbs for depression. So the neurological herbs like Ashwagandha and Shatavari, they also help in such kind of situations, because Ashwagandha and Shatavari, they are working for the brain dendrites and fibers. So when person is depressed, they also get weak. They are not able to transfer the message from one to other, one fiber to other. This communication and Ashwagandha and Shatavari, then this help. Yoga asana for depression, well, it's a big question, but for now you can say that sun salutation. If you do a series of sun salutation, either you do slowly, either you do fast, either you do it Hatha Yoga style, a series of 12 positions of sun salutation is always good for the person who is depressed also, because it is working for complete body. We just don't need to think that, okay, in depression we need to work only for the brain or something. Yes, for old people, you can say them joint movements. All the joint movement from head to toe. All the joint movements also help the old people, because old people have problem with mobility. So if they do joint movements, and they will learn that how they can be more mobile, more, they can walk freely and no joint pains and no other issues, then they will be happy also, I think. So you can tell them this kind of exercises, which is called Shukshma Kriya or joint movements. Okay. And
I wanted to add.
Yes, please.
Sorry, Vivek, to add, you were mentioning about Ashwagandha supplements. I do take them, but I take them not for depression, but I take them for inflammation, and I've really noticed that they've helped. So if you experience any kind of inflammation in your body, then the Ashwagandha supplements really help with that too. And they're very calming, and they just settle the nervous system. And I think they say it's comparable to like taking CBD oil. So it's a similar thing, but maybe not as strong as maybe a CBD.
Brahmi is also good.
Mm-hmm.
Brahmi, Shankpushpi, Ashwagandha, Shatavari, these are few herbs which can be given to such people to boost up their brain, neurological system, and also for all kind of immunity disorders. So these, yes, Sadbhavana ji, Brahmi is also good, yes. So you are asking, Riya ji is asking that how could you persist or constant in particular decision? Well, for this there is a different kind of topic you can say, or this is a different kind of meditation technique. I will just give you the name of the technique, although that's not enough, but Tratak meditation technique is good. Tratak meditation technique is good to remain focused, and if you can remain focused, then you can take good decisions. But people are confused. When confusion will be there, then you can't take good decision. So if you want to have good decision, do Tratak, the gazing, internal gazing or external gazing. Depression in adolescence, yes. So for which age you are asking? You are asking of which age? If it, yes, teenagers. Okay. Yes, teenagers. Teenagers nowadays teenagers are always into virtual world. If we can engage them into some kind of fun and practical activities, then only they can come out of depression, because they feel depressed because of lot of information, and most of the time it is wrong information. Because Google Baba can give you information, not knowledge. When you practice information, then it becomes knowledge, and when you practice knowledge, then it becomes wisdom. So this young generation of teenage generation, they are all dependent on the Google information. That's why this is the thing, that they are not able to understand the reality or the real world unless they don't go into the practical world. Yes.
Well, I think
them some activity. Yes.
I think we'll have to wrap it up soon.
Yes.
So we will definitely continue conversations on meditation and other topics as well. So join us again next time. We will let you know when the next one is. And thank you everyone for joining us today. It was really great to have you and participate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
Thank you,
everything.
Vivek-ji.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Vivek-ji. Thank you, Charu-ji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great, Lalit. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thanks to you.
Thank
you so much.